Yeah, so now if you open your, just open R, yeah, just click RStudio. Yes, that's it.
So okay, sorry about that. No, it's
No worries.
I
Yeah.
don't know what happened to it. Today class will be like introduction to our the very basics of R. So I will be leading this section, which I'll be introducing everyone to like navigate R and its environment. So I must believe like everybody on this meeting or everybody for this meeting should have downloaded R by now. So I don't know if you can check in this chat box. Maybe you need help in installing R, or you can just like try to like drop an emoji to track maybe you've downloaded R or you are still trying to download or you need help in installing R so that we can know where to like pick it from today. Okay, it seems everybody have R. So the key concept is okay. Now this whenever you download your R Studio, because we have R and we have R Studio. So this interface you are currently seeing, this is R Studio. So if you are using the R console alone, like because some people maybe in the early 2000s, some people like used some set of statisticians use like um R console, which only gives only permits this console panel. So, but if you are using R Studio, it's like sectioned into into four sections. You have like four sections, which the first one is the source panel. So this region you are seeing here from this title to this region is called the source panel. So this is where you get to like spend most of your time like trying to like write up a document, write some codes, depending on if you're using R Markdown, Quarto documents. Yeah, this is where you tend to like spend like most of your time as researchers or programmer trying to like make reports and all this stuff like that. So we have the second this panel down. It's called the console panel actually. So what the console panel does is that this is where any code you run over here, it appears here. It appears in this console panel. Both the output, error warning, everything appears in this console panel. Some people actually program using the console panel, but if you are using R Markdown, I see no reason you using the console panel to like try to start writing some code in the console panel. Yeah, no, it's because if you want to make reference to that code, you have to like use the navigation key backward to get what you've written back. Maybe you want to remodify it and you want to like fine tune the code. You cannot easily get that. So that's why it is recommended that you use the source panel. So we have the environment. Yeah, we have the environment and the environment panel. So
Hello.
this environment, can you hear me?
Yeah, I was having some problems to hear. By then, I was just seeing. I think I don't know if it was my network connection. I don't know, but now I can hear you. But by then, I was not able to hear anything.
Ah, okay, okay. Thanks for letting me know that you can hear me now. So we have the environment panel. So when it comes to the environment panel, so anything you do in your the source the R source shows display in your environment panel. Currently, you can see the environment panel is empty. So the environment panel has like it has like multiple subsections. From the environment panel, we have the environment. Anything you run in this source code appears here. Maybe you save a variable, you do some basic calculation, anything you do, list, file, shows here. So you have the history. So if you look at this, these are my personal history. I've run all this code maybe early this morning or late last night, and so this is what is showing over here. So we have the connection, which I won't really talk about, and we have the tutorial section. You can like learn more using the environment panel. So using learn R package to like learn more. We have the file. Once we have the file, we have the save option, we have the import data set option, and we have a whole lot of stuff, yeah, in the environment panel. So we have a whole lot of stuff in the environment panel. And the last one I'll be talking about is the file, plot, package, and help, view, and presentation. So this most, I think they call it the file, plot, and package section actually. So this is the last section out of the four views that R Markdown RStudio has. So this is the file option. So this file option shows you like the list of file in the working directory you are currently working from. And this is plot. Whenever you like plot anything in your from your maybe the source or the console panel, it's going to display here perfectly. So we have the package option. This package option is where you like, because you can't be trying to like be writing code. Sometimes you can't be writing code manually. When I mean you can't be writing code manually, you want to do some complicated tasks that might take like hours for you to like sit down and start like crafting your code. So there are some packages that has been made available by statisticians, by researchers, by data scientists, that you can easily get hold of and just like install the package and start working more. It makes your work more faster, easier, and beautiful, because those packages are very beautiful. You don't have the luxury of time to sit down, like when you can spend like, let me say, when you can spend like an hour trying to like develop maybe a complex visualization. You have some packages that in less than 20 minutes you are done with the visualization, provided that your data are intact. So we have the help package, the help function. So where maybe you are trying to like run a code and it's not running, so you can use the help function. So when we get here in this section, we are going to see how to like use the help function. So you are going to see that it's going to display perfectly here. I'll tell you the description of the code, the description of the function you are trying to write, what are the set of arguments the function takes, and I think it's going to give you example. Kind of, yeah. So it's going to give example. So, and the last one, yeah, is view. So sometimes when you plot, you notice that it appears in view. So this is like this is not, it's all the time it appears in plot. But when you are trying to like make your visualization interactive, yeah, it appears in views, in viewer sections. When you are making it interactive, it appears in viewer sections. So we will start by like installing R and covering some basics, some key basics. So something I used to like, I used to tell people whenever I'm trying to like introduce them to R, is that some people say programming is this is just like it's just like you telling, it's just like you're talking to your fellow brother or your fellow sister or your colleagues at work that I want you to do this. It's very, very simple. Yeah, and trust me, my journey so far with R started in this same class. So I just want you to do is just that listen attentively, and even if you just practice on your own, maybe 30 minutes per day. Like if you do 30 minutes per day, for 7 days, you've covered a lot actually. So my journey personally started in this same class. So which was where I got the introduction. I was introduced to R fully in this class. So what we'll be doing for this section is we'll be introducing you to preparing your data for analysis, which is data management, the basis of data analysis, the basis of data visualization. So this course is just like a very quick introduction to like R. So, and we will also share some resources that can help you strengthen your programming skills. So something about this is that if you do not take your personal time out to like practice, if you not take your personal time out to like look up on stuffs, yeah, you might not like really go, you might not really have, maybe let me just say, advanced techniques in programming, because this course is designed to give you like a very strong foundation that when you see maybe complicated codes or code write up, you can like decode what goes in and what goes out and the expected outcome. So that's the aim of this course, to give you like that strong foundation that you can build on wherever you pick up any resources online, you can just like move on with them easily. So for those that still yet to like install R, so we've provided some links for you for some link in the R Markdown section. Okay, before then, oh, I need to show this. Okay, yeah. Once you look at the upper bar of your R Studio, we are going to see some kind of maybe like say some options, like call them options or subsections like that you see like kind of plus. This plus is when you want to like try to like file new R scripts. There is difference between R scripts and there's difference between Quarto document, there's difference between Quarto presentation, R notebook, R markdown, shiny web, and all this stuff has their own way they have their own different work. They have different work which they do, how they work is totally different. So I think the most similar one between all these stuff is the Quarto document and R markdown. Quarto document is like an advanced R markdown actually, so it makes more sense than I won't say it makes more sense than, no, sorry, I take that back. It's like an advanced document of R markdown. That's what most people tend to like use now. But the only thing is just that this I think the most what they all share in common is that as far as R programming, you can write R code in any of these tools and it's going to work perfectly. So they have the same interface. Yeah, they have the same interface, the same codes, the same functions. Everything will work perfectly, provided that you are running an R code within them. So if you check this portion, this place is like if you want to like let's see. So if you want to create a new project, so because I will advise you to create your new project, your project yourself. So this can make you stay organized, so that you can track your work and stuff like that. So if you want to open an existing file, so that's the place to open an existing file. And if you want to save your current work, and if you want to save all your maybe opening documents.
Can you explain to us, I'm sorry to cut short, what a new project is versus the code that's it?
Okay. Oh, now I'm working with an existing project right now. Okay, so let's try to like go through the section of like creating a new project. So to save this, so whenever you want to create a new project and you click on this particular guy over here, so once you click on it, you are going to like see three options. So we have new directory, directory. That is, I want to like create an entirely new file where I'm going to store my data, my R markdown, my R scripts, anything regarding R and the data I'm working with. So I can create a new file entirely. And this existing directory, that is, I have an existing, right now I'm working from my download documents. Like this R markdown was on my download document, so I'm working from that R markdown download document. So if I want to create another file, like another project, I can create it in an existing file, which I can create it in my download. And we have this version control. Maybe you want to like host your code on GitHubs for maybe for referencing, and maybe you are working with people, you are working with your colleague at work, so you guys want to use version control, you want to host it on GitHub or any other Git kind of package that anybody can just go to the code, maybe remodify the code by pulling and pushing back to GitHub. So I'm going to like take on new directory. So once you click on new directory, it's going to ask you the type of project you want to like open. Is it a new project? Is it a kind of R package? If you're a developer, you want to develop R package that can help non-statistician move faster using R. So you can develop and you can click on R Shiny app. You can click on R Markdown. You can click on Quarto website, blog, and so on like that. So once I click on R package, it's going to once I click on R pro new project, it's going to like ask me the directory name, like what name did I want to like create this directory on. Okay, let me just see start clinic clinic. So the next thing I can you can navigate if you want if you want it to be in a specific file, you can navigate. I will just like click on create project. Then you see I have a new I have everything new, entirely everything new. So this section you are looking at, this source panel now, because I created a new project, automatically it won't like load R Markdown. No, it's going to give me R script. We call it R script, but this R script has limitation. What you can just do on R script is to like write a bunch of codes and comments. Yeah, but you cannot turn this R script into like a PDF document and all these Word documents. You cannot. So these are limitations to R script, which they have to like find a way to like solve that by creating R Markdown. So this, if you want to like load R Markdown in this current directory, in this current phase, you have to like come back here and like click on R Markdown. Then it's going to ask you title. So lab one. It's going to ask you what kind of output do you want? Do you want HTML? Do you want PDF? Do you want Word document? So depending on what kind of documents you want to create. So I created this initially.
Daniel, can I slow you down a little bit? I'd like to ask if how people in the class are doing, if there are people who would like to share their screen, and just let us see where they are. I'm looking in the comments, and it looks like a few people are not able to catch up with where you are. So for instance, someone is asking about RGUI after installing software. Someone is asking about what the shortcut on their desktop is showing. So so maybe let's just check the pulse of the room and just see before you keep going. I hope that's okay. Yeah.
Let me just stop presenting so you can.
So folks, how are we feeling? Please speak up. This is supposed to be an interactive session. You don't want to leave the class with questions and being unable to manipulate and to get into R. Okay, Omar, yeah.
Yes, please. I'm almost lost. And the kind of R application that have been installed is somehow different with the instructor is using. Dr. Olofin is using is almost different. The background I'm seeing and the background the doctor is using is completely different.
Yeah. Okay. So are you willing to share your screen, Omar? If you're willing to share your screen, we might be able to look at where you currently stand and maybe decide whether you need extra help, and we can meet in a separate Google Meet to help you, or if we can just quickly point out what the challenge is. I should also say quickly that because Daniel is an expert, he's already very familiar with R. When you open R, your background will not be black like his is. And I think that's usually one of the first challenges people have. You will have a white background, right? So maybe that gets people lost.
Yeah,
the background will be white, will not be black like his. He's made it black so that the light is not getting too much into his eyes for someone who's spending a lot of time in front of the computer. Okay. So Omar, are you willing to share your screen, or maybe we can go through the room and see if somebody else can?
Yes, I can share it.
Okay, please. Daniel, I hope it's okay for him to share his screen quickly.
Yeah, it's okay.
While Omar is sharing screen, Jerry, you have a question?
Yeah, so I want to ask, sorry, is it using, I just want to verify that you are using RStudio. Are you using the RStudio or the application itself? I know that you can use
I'm using.
RStudio is a much user-friendly interface.
Is my screen on?
Yeah, but your screen is white, Omar. So Daniel, what is the difference between R and RStudio?
Okay. R itself, when you use the R package itself, it only gives you this console panel. So most time it gives you console panel, like, so you won't have the the four sections of RStudio where you have like the source panel, the console, the environment, and the file region. You won't have that. You might possibly have, yeah, the only thing you are going to have is the console panel. So whenever you run any code and you need any output, I think it shows in another, like in another kind of output. When you like try to like have a plot, it has a kind of viewer that just like display the plot. So it's not like a very coordinated environment like R Markdown.
Yeah, absolutely. So the key difference between them, like Daniel is saying, is that RStudio is designed to make it more user friendly, right? Unlike R itself, that is a single console. RStudio has all this together in one place. It's user friendly. It has the highlighting, makes coding different. You can easily figure out where the code goes versus where you can write text for yourself, and you'll see that as it goes along, right? So the main difference, really, as I'm saying, is the user friendliness of R versus RStudio. So you need R to be on your computer. It is the engine that always has to be on your computer. If you don't have R, RStudio will not work. So RStudio uses R in the background to work, but we are focusing on using RStudio because it's more user friendly. Okay, I think we lost Omar. Amira?
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, and thank you for organizing the course. Not a question from my end, just feedback like you asked for. I am following along with Daniel's pace. It's just kind of difficult at this point understanding what the different components are supposed to do. But I'm assuming it will get easier when we get to the examples and working through how to use the different tools and resources on the software. Thank you, and over.
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. So right now, Daniel is still in the introduction phase, sharing to us what each of the different aspects are, what the quadrants are. So we will get into actually using the software, and it will become clear as we go along. Yeah. Sebastian.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon. I just want Daniel to go back to R Markdown and why you need to use R Markdown instead of the script. So that's where I got a bit lost. Thank you.
Okay. So why we use R Markdown? R Markdown is a coordinated document, as Dr. Abiy has said. So it's a document, is it like a coordinated document? Because if you are using R Markdown, I can easily like write up like a kind of PDF and HTML. You can convert your codes into PDF and HTML. Even Word documents, write a report. You can kind of like write the report, interpretation of your results and everything within your code section in R Markdown. But when you're using the scripts, you can't do that. You cannot do that. The only thing you can do on the script is like put comments, and you can put comments and you can write codes alone. Those are what you can do. But on the other end, R Markdown is like very coordinated documents where you can like write a whole lot of you can use it to like write a whole report, and just you need the document to suit your own requirement, maybe PDF, HTML, then you submit it or you send it out to your colleagues. And so that's the basic difference between the two.
Yeah, thanks. One
Okay.
question in the comment is, how is our Markdown different from RStudio?
Okay, how is R Markdown different from RStudio? Okay, let's just see R Markdown as the housing power. Then RStudio is the let's see RStudio as the housing power. Then R Markdown as like one of the room in the housing power. So it is RStudio first. So when we have the RStudio, that's where RStudio house R Markdown. So without RStudio, you cannot use R Markdown. But with RStudio, you can use R Markdown.
Yeah, so exactly. So the issue is that with RStudio, you can use multiple different software, right? R Markdown is one of those, and then it links to R, right? But you can also code Python in RStudio. You can do all sorts of other analysis as well in RStudio. You can use other software in RStudio. You can create shiny apps in RStudio. But right now we're going to be using R Markdown because that's the one that we're focused on for our analysis and statistical work. Okay, so that's the distinction.
I'm sorry if I'm too fast. I don't know. I will try my possible best to like very, very slow. Naturally, I talk too fast. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm going to work on that. Thank you. Thanks for the feedback.
So I think Samuel has a question. He had his hand up. Samuel John, yeah? Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Daniel. Please, can you walk us like step by step on how to install the RStudio, to get to where you are, like on the interface now? Because I've downloaded the R as well as the RStudio. I'm not able to, run it, install it, and have it on my page like yours.
Okay,
Can
Samuel,
I
will you be
ask-
willing to share your document? Will you be willing to share your screen?
So sorry, can I ask that if you have installed RStudio, R and RStudio, or if you're having trouble installing, you should send an email to courses@stats.clinic, and we can bring you to a different room where we help you with installation so that Daniel can carry on with the rest of the class. Because if we keep going into installation, we will not finish today. Okay, so if you're having issues with installation, if you don't have that, if you can't find that RStudio application open for any reason, then you should send that email so we can pull you in quickly into that room, and then we can help you resolve what your needs are.
Timitayo, I saw you.
Yeah, hi Daniel. Hi, Dr. Abioye. I know somebody was supposed to share their screen before now, just so that we can be on the same page on Daniel's screen and our screen, but we couldn't do that. And I think that would be very important because, for example, I'm seeing just 3 consoles on my RStudio. Daniel has been saying 4 since the start of this class, and and it gets me worried that where is my 4th one? So, if you don't mind, I can volunteer to share my screen. Dr. Abioye was trying to do that before now. So, can I?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Screen. Yeah. All right, so this is it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to I'm using half of my screen just so that I can also be on the Google Meet class. So this is what my RStudio looks like.
Okay, I can tell you that you have the four quadrants, but what happened is that, okay, can you go to let me see if I can use No, I can't use these. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to see if I can use a kind of ink. Okay. Can you go to that console? You can just move up a little bit. Move, move up, kind of. No. Okay, go to this minimizing stuff at that this minimizing ribbon at that no, not the general one. Beside on the same line with that background job.
Which of
Can you
this?
see the console? No, go back to the console.
Yeah.
No, the console, like
So you see
the
that
console panel.
line in the middle of your screen, the vertical line in the middle of the screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. So just right up there, there is these two small rectangles.
Oh, this.
No, the one just down.
This.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
So click that.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So this current script you are now is the R script.
All right.
So this is the R script. So there is difference between R script and R Markdown. This is R script. This you can like make comments, write your code on this, and you save it perfectly.
Sorry, do you mean RStudio or RScript? It says
this is
RStudio.
RScript. No, this is RScript. RStudio is like this interface is RStudio. RStudio house the R script, how the R Markdown, Quarto documents, all sort of. Okay, can you do something? Can you go to this plot, the kind of this plus under that file? Like when you look at the logo of RStudio, yeah, that can you just click on that?
Okay.
Okay, these are the sub documents. These are like the package. Let me just say the packages, not real packages, but these are the documents that can be used in RStudio. So RStudio is just like it's just like the mother, it's just like the house, and all these packages are like rooms, rooms. You enter the room you want and you come out, you go into another room. These are all what you can use.
So can you click R Markdown? Let's see what happens when you do that.
All right. Okay. This is what I get.
Yeah. Can you click it again, please? Just like, can you click R Markdown again? I think it's just. Yep.
The package has not been installed.
Not been installed. Okay.
I think, yeah, he needs to install the package from our library.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
it's not there, then it will go online and search. And when I did mine also, it had to say that the package had not been called up and asked if I wanted to install. And then I said yes, and then it went to our library and installed and got the files online and installed that for me.
Okay. I think can you just
one thing you can do is write install the packages. To type installed in the console just down there. No, go down to the bottom.
Here?
Yeah, exactly. Type install.
Okay.
Where the cursor is blinking.
Where that cursor is blinking, just there. Don't move away. Just type install right now. Don't move your cursor around. Just type install. Yeah, exactly. Right now, click on that. You see what install the package is the first one. Just click it with your mouse.
That first one, yeah.
Now put in, say, what's it called, quotations.
Okay.
And then in between those quotations, write R Markdown.
All together, no space.
No space. R Markdown.
I think just Markdown.
Okay. Run that. Let's see. So it says that a version of this is available somewhere. All right. So can I ask that can you send an email to courses at Stats Clinic? Let's figure out. I can help you step away from the class, and we can continue with everybody else.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Yep.
No, thank you, Timitaya, for sharing your screen. Yeah, I think that's
What I
kind
should
of
do,
what's
sorry,
helpful.
is actually share the link, the Zoom link in the chat, and then that might make it easy for everybody instead of first emailing. Carry on, Daniel.
Okay. So I'm sorry, like, these are what happens during the first class, trying to like get yourself started, maybe downloading issues, like setup issues and all those kind of stuff. So I'm going to like summarize again. RStudio, house, R Markdown, R script, Quarto documents, and any sort of for people asking what's the difference between R and RStudio, maybe RGUI and RStudio. If you have RGUI, like R interface itself, this is the only thing you are going to have. This console panel is the only thing you are going to have. So anything you'll be doing, maybe you have a table or whatever, it's going to like show in a viewers kind of, it's going to create another viewers interface to just display what you showed. But when you are working with, okay, maybe I need to like run an example so that you can get what I'm saying. So now, can you see I run this line of code? I have my output here. So in R Markdown, you are going to have your output in the document itself, in the R Markdown itself. So easily I can have this here. But when I'm using the only R interface, you will only be having your results at this console panel. You only be having your result at this console panel. During working on this console panel, you cannot save, you cannot kind of exploit your documents, you cannot do anything. You are very restricted. That was why our Markdown was like created to like solve this issue. So I believe we are on the same page, right? Okay. So whenever you are using R Markdown, so once you look at this, if for people that are like successfully have their R Markdown on, you are going to see this stuff called neat. So like this option called neat. So once you click on neat, okay, when I was trying to create a new R Markdown, it was asking me, did I want to create HTML document, PDF document, Word document? So any type of document you want to like have as your end output, once you just click neat as that document, it's going to need as PDF, it can need as Word, it can need as HTML. Yeah, it can need as HTML that you can host online where people can just come check what your work, maybe your analysis and your write-up kind of stuff. So it has this option called neat. I think we need to just start with the okay, I left the formal what was I working with? I left the former file earlier, so yeah, is this no? Okay. So like for people asking, how can you download R? How can you download RStudio? You can get your R download from this package, like from using this link. The link was provided in the document, so you can get it. You can get it download. First thing you have to first download R. then you now download RStudio, because without RStudio will not work. So without RStudio will not work. So now I think we can start today's class properly. So what we want to start with is like executing commands. So as I've said earlier, like you can run your code at the console region or at the script region. So, but in this case, we want everybody to get used to R Markdown, so that you can try to like run your code in R Markdown. So you have your output in R Markdown too as well. Just in case you want to like knit your document into Word document or HTML, you can still have your both your code and your output and maybe your interpretation and write-up. So this is just like this is just like basic calculation 2 plus 3. So you can use R for arithmetic calculation 4 plus 5. So 4 plus 5, then it gives you 9. Okay, here is the clause. Whenever you are using R Markdown is highly integrated. So once you look at this run chunk, okay, once you click on run chunk, it's going to run every output in the chunk. Okay, the question now is, how do I create a chunk? How do I create chunk? I think solving this problem, let me just like file new, let me bring new R Markdown. Yeah, so we can solve, because I know many questions. So once you like file a new R Markdown, this is the output you are going to get. So you can do well to just delete any other thing. You can delete any other thing, because this is just like an example. Just leave this this setup, neat R setup, and the title. That's what you just want to do. So are we together? Like, are we together? Okay. So you have this. This is a new R Markdown, totally new R Markdown. So you want to ask me, okay, how do I like impute, like how do I start programming on this R Markdown? So in R Markdown, you need something called chunk. So, and that chunk, once you click on this, I don't know if you can see this plus on a C, that is chunk. So we have different kind of chunk. You can install Python chunk, graph visualization chunk, and so on like that. But we are working with R chunk. So once you input R chunk, then you can write any of your command, executed command, the command you want, you are feeling like executing in between this chunk. So 2 plus 3 gives 5. So this 5 was able to display because I like wrote the command line into the chunk. But if I come outside of the documents and write this command line into this chunk and try to run it, it won't work. It won't work. So there are 2 ways you can run your command line in the chunk. It's either you use this run ribbon, or you use control. Once you write you see this, your cursor like blinking at the end of your code. You can use control enter for those using Mac, for those using Windows, and for those using MacBook, you can use option return. Then it's going to like return your output. So okay, so you can try to like okay, you can do like multiple stuff, like 4 times 2, then you run. If you have like multiple line of code in a chunk, once you click on run, it's going to run the multiple line of code at once. It's going to run them at once. So I was saying something about the environment. Now I ran all this code, nothing appears in my environment. Why it does not appear in my environment is that I did not save any of this output I'm writing. I'm like I'm trying to like work with. I did not save any. I'm just like doing the basic 2 plus 2, 4 plus 4. Maybe I'm trying to calculate some stuff and I need a calculator. I just come to R and do this. I did not save it. I did not write it into object. I did not save it into variable name. So that take us to like how how to assign values into variables. How to assign values into variables. Before moving forward, I don't know if anybody has a question. Okay, Yusuf, I can clearly hear you. Can you?
Yes, sir. Thank you. So you said if you have all your codes within the Markdown, it will run it. Will it like run it separately? Because I tried to do that. It was the last line that it gave me the result for. I didn't know. So I
Okay.
tried to put an addition up, then I have a multiplication, there is subtraction. So it was the last that I gave me the output for.
Okay. Can you see my screen? Well, we're code like this: 2 plus 3, 4 plus 5, 4 times 2.
Okay. So I have to like there should be spaces in between. Because I
No,
don't
no,
put
no,
space.
no. The spaces does not matter.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay. It did it separately. Thank you.
Okay. So yeah. So any other question before we move forward? Okay. Can you take it back? How do you input that line of code? Okay, it is called chunk. So you have a new R script. This is a new R script, right? And you want to like execute some line of code. What you have to do is to insert chunk. This chunk, once you look at this region of your R markdown of your R markdown, you are going to see insert new chunk. So once you insert new chunk, you are going to have new chunk. So you can write your command line in the new chunk, then you run it. So hope I'm able to answer your question. Okay. So now that takes us back to like writing assigning values into variables. So okay, I want my X value to take 2. So I can see X equals 2, right? You are going to, if you look at this environment panel, you are going to see that X saved as 2. And I can also see X assigned to 2. Ideally, if you are writing a kind of variable, maybe qualitative, quantitative factor variable, like you are writing it into an object in R, you are saving it into a variable in R, you use this assignment operator, which is lesser than an hyphen. Lesser than an hyphen. Because some people use equals to, but in a standard procedure, it's a bad style of programming to use equals to. It's very bad to use equals to. So the best thing to use is to use this lesser than an hyphen. So it's called an assignment operator. So, and here is the clause. We have X to take 2, right? If I rewrite like X to take 4, it's going to rewrite my previous line of code. It's going to update it with the new value of X. So we can say let Y take assigned to 5. So if we assigned X value to 4 and Y value to 5, we can still perform the same arithmetic operation that we performed earlier using the actual data. We can say, okay, let X, what is the output of X plus Y? And you run that particular line, you are going to see that the output is 9. What is the output of X times Y? You are going to see the output is 20. What is the value of X divided by Y? You are going to see what the output looks like. The output is 0.8. So from there you can perform any basic operation: X plus Y minus let me just say minus Y. Let's see. Okay, multiply. Yeah, you're going to see your answer as 31. So do we all get that? Okay. So how do we get the lesser than? It's on your keyboard. I think I don't know. Beside, once you check your keyboard, you are going to see M, like that M alphabet. Beside it by the right, you are going to see lesser than. So that's called the assignment operator. So you can also like save the output of your arithmetic operation into another variable name. Let's say, okay, let Z assigned to X plus Y. So if you want to get the value of Z, because we've assigned this into a variable name or into an object, it won't give you the direct answer. Can you see that it does not display any answer here? Neither does it display any answer here. I don't know if you really get what I'm saying. It does not display any answer because I've already like write it into an object. But you are going to see that it display answers here, like Z equals 9, right? And if you want to like get your value of Z officially, you can write Z. If you click Z and you run that line of code, it's going to bring the value of Z. Or you can just say print Z. Then you have 9. So do you get what I'm trying to like explain? So is anybody having any problem with anything? Okay. So that's how to like assign values into variables. So you can try for these ones. So we assign 2 to equals to 3, we assign X to equals to 2, Y to equals to 3, and we get the value of X and Y. You can see the output. But if we store value of X and Y into Z, you see the output will stop displaying. So the output does not display until when I call out the when I just like randomly say, oh, show me the value of Z, which you can only do that by saying by only typing using by only saying Z is going to bring the output officially, or you can use print Z. It shows the answer. Okay, so we are going back to our basic math operation. So we have basic math operation where you can do addition, subtraction, division, square root, log, and exponential, and so many other ones.
Hi, Daniel. Can I jump in with a question, please?
Okay.
Do the spaces between the different characters mean something? Because I'm using them, I'm doing the calculations as you are without spaces and getting the same responses, but I'm seeing that you're deliberately including spaces. So I'm just checking. Thanks.
No, the spaces does not really matter. If you like, you can, okay, let's try something. Let's try something very funny, right? Okay, let's see something. I want us. Can you see? I pull the 7 to be on the next line of code, right? And it works. So spaces does not matter in R. Maybe you write it like this, or you put space, you still run it, it's going to like work perfectly. So hope I'm able to answer your question. Yusuf, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, sorry, I've assigned Z to my arithmetic operation, but when I call for it, it's giving me error. I don't know what.
Okay, you assign Z. Okay, you assign Z to X plus Y, right?
Yes.
Okay, maybe you check your assignment operator. Do you use lesser than an hyphen properly?
Yes, I did.
Okay, can you share your screen?
Actually, I joined with my phone and I'm running to my laptop.
Oh, I'm very sure. Okay, let's just do something. Can you just look at the chat box and try to like tell us what happened? Copy the code and tell us what happened. So I just pasted the code, so I just copy the code and tell us what happened. So So whether you put space or you don't put space, it works. So 33 plus 7 gives us 40. Once I run that particular, if I want to run the particular set of lines of code in a chunk, I don't go here to this place and run. If I run this place, all the codes in the chunk is going to run automatically. But if you want to run them like individually, you can just come behind each of the code line and use option return if you are using MacBook, and use control enter if you are using Windows. So once we run this 33 minus 7, that gives us 26. 33 multiplied by 7, that gives us 231. 33 divided by 7, that gives us 4.71428 and some other figure. Square root. So when you want to use square root, we have something we call functions in R. So square roots are part of functions. You can see the function for square root is sqrt. Then you pass into brackets what you want to like square root. So this square root, this log, and this exponential. The same way we like save z into objects. Okay, we can say okay, we want to like find square root of z. And that's the square root of z. Automatically, R recognize z as 5. As x plus y, which is 5. Automatically, it recognizes it as 5. So once you save your object into variables, or your value into variables, you don't need to start referencing the value any longer. You start referencing the variable. So please, in case you have any question, and because I might not be able to see the chat box, you can just like unmute yourself and just ask the question. So Yusuf, were you able to like get a reasonable answer now? I used to seeing error.
Yes, I'm still seeing error actually. I don't know.
And are you sure you save your x into 2 and your y into 4?
Yes, both are showing on my environment.
On your environment.
Yes.
What can be wrong? Okay, you are also seeing error.
Hello,
What are you guys seeing? You said?
I'm actually assigning values to so I can't find it in my head.
We can't hear you properly. Please. I'm very sorry.
I said I'm currently assigning values to my variables. I can't find them in my environment.
Okay. You can't find it in your environment. Can you share your screen?
Actually, I'm using my phone actually. I don't use my phone.
Okay. I'm sorry. I did it too. Okay. Ali, can you unmute yourself? Yeah. So Ali, I can hear you. Can you unmute yourself? Okay. Who was the person saying it could not run you did not see the value of z, maybe you are getting error? I think someone is saying that they could not run z, right? Okay. So I don't know. Maybe you guys should properly check. Debbie, please, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so we're meant to be doing this in Markdown, right?
Yes.
This exercise that you're going through. Well, I try to install Markdown and I don't think I have it. So I'm not able to do all these exercises that you're going through.
Okay. Can you share your screen?
Sure.
Okay. You can go on and share your screen. Let's see what you have. Okay.
Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I can see what you have. Okay. Can you go to can you see file like at can you see file? Yeah.
Yeah.
That plus on the file.
Right.
Yeah, click on that plus plus.
Oh, so I have to, no, hold on. I have to do it on R. So let me go here. Right. Okay. So click on the plus, right?
Yeah, yes.
Click
Click
on
on R
Markdown.
markdown. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you kind of okay? Can you go to tools? Let me see. Sections. Go to sections.
Which environment, which quadrant is that in?
Sections beside plots, like you can
Oh,
where
session.
your yeah, sections. Yeah. So
Okay.
can you click on sections? Yeah. So
yeah.
Can you click on that? Because I can't see it display.
I clicked on it.
If
What do you want?
you're sharing our studio, we will not. It might be hard to see because it would only be showing you that window. So you might need to share screen. Yeah.
Hang on. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me stop sharing that. All right. And you're saying instead I'm to share my screen.
Correct. Yes.
Entire screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So now if you open up our studio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, did you close our studio that you had open before?
Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. So if you go to file, as you were saying, and you'll see
Hold on. Are you seeing the one that I had showing you before?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Go ahead.
So if you go to file, you'll find R markdown as an option. File,
right.
New file.
Oh, so go to file, new file.
Yeah, R markdown.
R
It's
markdown.
one of at the top somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is
So
what
it
I
says, do you
get.
want to install these packages now? Click yes.
Okay.
That's okay. Click OK. Yeah, that's it. So you're all set. So the other thing that I just realized that a lot of people did not download the R Lab 1 file on the Google Classroom. So you need to download that. It will help you follow along with the class. So if you download R Lab 1, then you'll be able to open it from your computer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what Daniel had open earlier. Okay. All right, Daniel, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Yusuf, can you speak? I saw your hand.
Yeah, I can share my screen now so that I can see you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You can say share your screen. Okay.
Yeah, so this is it. My
Okay.
values are assigned. And I assigned C for the calculation.
Can you give a space between that hyphen and that assignment operator and X? Let's see what happened.
Okay.
Can you run it again? No, can you run no, go back. Run that line of code first before running the C.
Okay. I should run this first.
Exactly, before running the C. you've not run it. Yeah, can you see
Okay.
it displays?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Can we try something? Can you go back to that X and clean the space between that X and assignment operator?
Okay.
No. Like C equals assignment equals to X plus Y.
Okay.
Can you clean that space? No, between X and the assignment operator, not C.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see something. So can you run that line of code again? I want to see something.
It says this.
Yeah, maybe earlier you did not run that line of chunk before you like try to like call out your C, because ideally R does not recognize, even if you put space or you did not put space, it's going to work.
Okay.
Yeah, provided that you are trying to like write something and it's not like a function that requires space.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, so thanks. Bolanly, your hands are up, so okay. Ali, can you go on? Your hand is up.
So, and when I put and when I write codes that, for example, 5 + 3, there's nothing that appears in the environment section.
Okay, can you show your screen? Can you share your screen?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, share your screen, please. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what happened now. Okay. Any code you'll be writing, should be below this chunk 13 and 15, because chunk 13 and to 15 is like the primary setup, like the how would I put it? It's like the settings to the document.
Okay.
So what you have to do now, exactly, you can clean that, possibly delete. Okay, wait, go back up. Let me see. Oh, delete. Move your cursor by 2 to the right. No, where your cursor is like trying to like is bimping. You can just clean everything else.
Everything above or below?
No, wait. Control Z. Okay. Can you move your cursor to the last two kind of hyphen, not or to the kind of to last two codes? Clean that one. Clean everything. Wait. You are cleaning too fast. Oh, Control Z. Hold on. Okay, clean that one.
Number 6.
Clean number 6 and number 7. Clean number 6. Okay. Can you now go down, the document? Can you clean from R markdown, like from this R markdown, double hash, from that double hash downward?
Yeah, from 11.
Exactly.
To where?
Downward, everything down.
Everything below that.
Yeah, everything below that. Yes, sir. Can you clean that double hash too? So can you insert another new chunk? Exactly. Can you now practice and try to like write your basic operations?
5 + 5. Nothing.
Okay, you can click on that green arrow. Like, wait, coming, trying to like, can you see the chunk? No, look at the chunk itself.
Chunk.
Okay,
Yes.
look at 11.
Yes.
If you see 11, look at far right of 11. Far right of 11, you are going to see one green arrow, like facing the right direction, not arrow per se, but
This one, the round one.
no. Can you see the 11? Go back to 11. Look at
Yes.
far right of 11. That same region, 11, far right.
The arrow of 11.
Can you see 11, right? Just,
Yes.
how will I explain this? Move your, just look
Move
at
to the end. Move to the end of line 11. Move to the end of line 11. You see an arrow indicating that there's something more to check. That's what it's trying to tell you.
Yes.
Perhaps say
The
move across the screen.
Yes,
Move
go
across
straight,
in line
go straight like
11.
that. Move
Right,
straight.
move across.
Go on, go on. Go on, keep moving. No. On that line 11, keep moving to your right. With your cursor. Yes,
Yes.
keep
Move
going.
across and look
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
green arrow.
Exactly.
Yes, I have seen it.
So can you see
Okay.
then? Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now
Yes.
you can now try to like write objects like into variables. So how do you write objects into variables? Now you can say, okay, let X, write X.
X.
Yeah, assignment operator, that's lesser than an hyphen. An hyphen. Okay, space 2. Just write 2. Okay, go down, click enter, write X. No, write Y. Sorry, this should be Y. Lesser than an hyphen. That lesser than hyphen is called assignment operator.
Okay.
Yeah. Write 3. So you can now go down again and write Z equals X plus Y. No, you can assignment operator. Sorry, you can use assignment. You can use equals to, but you should learn to use assignment operator.
Okay.
Okay, because X plus Y.
And set assignment of operators set equals.
No. Just write X plus Y. Assignment operator ID like means equals to.
Okay.
So you can go back and run that chunk again at that place, that previous place, that green arrow. Yeah. Yes. So can you see it appears in your environment?
Yes. Thank you so much. Sir.
Yeah. So you can stop sharing your screen.
Thank you so much.
So, Mukhtar, I can see your hand up.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I am having trouble seeing the output. Like I've tried to assign X, Y to numbers, and then I want to be seeing the output, but I don't. When I was trying before, I saw it appears, but now I open new file, I can't seem to see. Can I share my screen, please?
Yeah, you can share your screen.
Okay. Can you see it, please?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I can see the problem. The problem is that I said something. Any code you want to like run, any line of code you want to run,
okay,
you should run it in the what are you calling it? You should run it in the you should run it in the chunk. So this set of code you are running it outside the chunk.
Okay.
So what you have to do now is that, and I noticed the way you set your R is quite different from every other person.
Yeah, I noticed that. I tried to adjust, but can't do it.
Yeah, that is not something I can assist you with on this meeting right away.
No problem.
So you can send an email to start. Yeah, but it's still the same thing. I can see what you are doing. So what you have to do now is that you have to copy those line of code, like from 10, copy from 10 to 13, hot them away.
Okay.
Okay. Clean from that. Okay, go to 12, clean from 12 below, clean everything.
Okay.
From 12 below. Yeah, from 12
Okay.
below. Go down.
Down.
Go down. Go down.
Okay, that's the end.
Clean
That's the end.
clean everything. So
Okay.
insert new chunk. Go to line,
Okay.
just go to line 12. Wait, go to line 12. Because that
Okay,
chunk is
like,
going to be very close, is very close with that previous chunk. Go to line 12.
okay.
Okay, insert another new chunk.
Okay.
Paste,
Yeah.
control paste.
Okay.
Okay, run your code.
Okay. Okay. Is there, but
So,
in the environment, I'm
can
still
you-
seeing the old values I use.
Oh, wait, I'm coming. Can you see something? You said X to be 3. X was 3, right? When you were saying
Yes.
Y, you only use lesser than 8. Is not, you did not, this is not an assignment operator. This is like you are
Okay, yeah.
comparing two
Sorry,
values.
I know. I actually forgot to put the other. So
you can put assignment
sorry.
operator, yeah.
Okay.
So you can run that chunk itself. You can run everything again.
Okay.
So this new X value is going to overwrite the former X value. So
Yeah,
can you
yeah.
see your output? And you can save your
Yes.
output into another variable by saying Z equals X plus Z assigned to X plus Y. So I think you are good, right?
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay.
Please, I don't know. I think I just need more help. I click run chunk, it's not running, but I've put all the values. I've already inputted my values. It just doesn't run.
Yeah, can you share your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and share your screen. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm trying to find out where I can share my screen here.
Yeah, okay. There is a kind of arrow, like you see like a sign of laptop in between an arrow.
Okay.
Pointing towards
Yeah,
up,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. RStudio. So I'm gonna share. Show me. Should I share the entire screen?
You can share the entire screen so that we can, if we are trying to like do any other thing.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. Okay, so I'm in the RStudio now. Can you see my screen? Yeah. So I put X minus hyphen.
Okay.
Wasn't yes.
You know what you are going to do? Can you copy from 12 to 10 or from 10 to 12?
Okay.
Yeah, cut it. You can cut it.
Cut it. Okay.
Yeah, just cut it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Now start doing Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to see Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Okay, it's okay like that. Can you see that chunk? Everybody, can you just see that chunk that is between 7 and 9? Those set of arguments between 7 and 9, they are very important for your R Markdown. They are very important. So on anything you want to write, you should not tamper with that chunk. So anything else you are doing should be below that chunk.
Okay.
So you can go and clean from 11 below.
I'm here. Okay.
Yeah, because this is just like introducing you. This one is introducing you to R Markdown. So can you clean it? So insert a new chunk. No. Okay. Can you see that? I think you should minimize that. You can minimize.
Okay.
No. Just if you look at that stop sharing site, you can
minimize. Okay.
Yeah. So you can click on plus C. So so then you can paste. So run it now.
with this one, right?
Yes, yes.
It's still showing me error. I don't know why.
Oh, I can see what happened when you copied. You copied. Okay. Can you go to that strong that line 12?
Line 12. Uh-huh.
Okay, move to the right. Move to the right.
Uh-huh.
No, using your direction, like you can move to right.
Okay.
Direction key. So clean. No, go back. Go back to that line. Go back. You can clean those three how will I put it? That three codes, not like that looks like codes.
Is it X and
No. Go back to the right. Just move 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Using your direction. No. Okay. How will I put it? Don't just move your direction. Just don't use space. Just direction. Move to the right.
Okay.
Yeah. Move to the right.
Uh-huh.
Move to the right.
Uh-huh.
Can you backspace?
Backspace. Uh-huh.
Backspace.
Uh-huh.
Backspace.
Uh-huh.
Can you run the 3 again? Can you run the line again?
Okay, I
Like
can run it.
run the chunk again.
Okay.
Yep.
So what was the difference? But it's showing me. Okay, yeah. What made the difference now? Why is it that one was showing error and now it's ran?
Okay.
Like
Okay.
what is
Can you do Control Z? Let me show you the difference.
Control Z? Okay.
Control Z.
Control Z. Uh-huh.
Control Z.
Control Z. Uh-huh.
Can you see like kind of a sign, like it's not an hyphen to say? No, so it's not like a quote to say. Can you see it like behind the command line you write on that 12, right?
Okay, that -2. Uh-huh.
No, it's can you see after that 2, you can notice that you still have like some other objects behind it.
Okay, like dot or something above.
Yeah, kind of above, yeah. So those are the problems.
What is that dot for? How did it get there?
The way it gets there is that, can you see when you look at chunk 11, right? Can you see that it has those 3 dots? Whenever
Yes, yes.
whenever you're starting your line of new code in line of chunk in R Markdown, those 3 dots will come with that how will I put it? Is it YAML or no? It's going to come with that stuff automatically. So once it comes with that chunk automatically, this dot without these 3 dots, this command like this particular chunk will not run.
Okay.
Yeah, those inside our brackets where you have the R at the beginning of the chunk, there are some set of arguments that stuff to take, but we are not talking about that.
Okay.
So this chunk is telling you that this is an R chunk. I think if you input a Python chunk, it's going to show that it's a Python chunk. So those 3 codes because those 3 codes came down to that other line, that line 12. So that was like an obstruction to your command line.
Okay, that's why I have to always put it here, and it has to be these 3 dots have to move like immediately after the 2, right?
No, these 3 dots are not supposed to be in between your codes. They should be at the top of the document. Can you see them? You already have them at 11, line 11, right?
Okay, yes. I have to remove them.
You have to remove those ones.
Okay, that's why you said I should press backspace to remove.
Exactly. So
that's
R is very sensitive. Like it's very sensitive. When you put like 0 element variable name, or like a kind of where you are expected to use plus, use minus, where you're expected to use like it's very sensitive. These are like errors that you are going to get at start.
Okay.
Yeah, so
thank you.
So now if you want to get the value of your Z, you can just go to the next line.
Next line, control. Okay, I can even use my
just no. Go back to that X. Just click enter.
Enter.
Click enter again, so you can go to the next line using enter. So just write Z. Then run this only. You can run only this Z line, this 16 line, by just using control enter.
Control enter.
So you can see Z. So if you don't want to use this pattern, you can write print Z. No, this was the issue. You see, you went down and start writing and start writing in front of those, because at the beginning of the chunk you are going to have that three kind of quotes, and at the end of the chunk you are going to always have that three quotes. That does not look like quotes. So if you write anything there, it's not going to work.
Okay.
So everything you want to write must be between the two, like between the lines.
Okay.
So
I
can you
should
go back
delete-
to Z? Can you go back to
Okay.
Z?
Okay.
Go back to Z. Yeah. Enter.
Enter.
Yeah. Print Z. Write print Z.
Print Z.
No, into brackets.
Okay, bracket.
Z.
Okay.
Control enter.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see that your print Z even work with space, right?
Mm-hmm.
R does not like count space as anything.
Okay.
So yeah. But there are some times you want to do some stuff, you need spacing.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
So hope we are all good now, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So we've talked about assigning values into variables. So okay, if you try to use a variable that is not in your global environment, you are going to have errors. Okay, I don't have Q here. Let me try to like find Q. Can you see? It's telling me that I don't like. It's going to bring error if you are using like variable that is not saved. Like I'm trying to like I save X, Y, Z, right? And I want to find Q. It's going to give me error because Q does not exist. I did not tell how that, hey guys, save Q as this. So that's you should have that at the back of your mind. So when you want to like okay, if you want to clear your environment, you want to clear your workspace. Okay, no, before clearing your workspace, you want to list every object in your workspace. This is your workspace, environment is your workspace. Once you run LX, it's going to tell you the number of stuff you save in your workplace. So just LX into brackets. Don't pass any argument, just that. It's going to tell you the number of variables you save in your workplace. So, and if you want to like clear your workspace, you can use this to clear your workspace, or you can use RM. RM means remove, like kind of remove. RMX. Oh, now if I use RMX, it's going to remove X. Let's try. RMX is going to remove X. If I change it to RMY, it's going to move Y. It's going to remove Y automatically. So it's going to leave Z. So just RM into brackets, then the variable you want to remove from your environment. So I mean list because, and if you want to like clear everything from your environment, I mean, let me rerun this so that you can see what I'm doing. We have X and Y, right? If I want to like clear everything automatically at once, you can clear them using this kind of broom logo, or you come here and write this set of arguments. Remove, that's RM, right? I don't know if that's like the full meaning of RM, but it's kind of remove. I want you to remove. You are going to like pass list into the argument because these are list of values. List equals to ls. If you are removing individual before, we are using only ls to like remove like, okay, if you want to like see the list of objects in this place, we are using ls, right? So if you say list equals ls, when you use your ls here, it gives you the value of the objects in your variables, right? The objects you've already saved. So if you tell it that the list of what you want to remove equals to the list, this list here, it's going to automatically remove everything in the work environment. So that's RM into brackets list equals ls close the brackets. And whenever you are trying to like open a bracket in R Markdown, it's going to open and close the bracket at once so that you can pass your argument in between if you are passing any agreement. So do you try that and does it work at your end? Okay, so I'm sorry, today's class, that's how the first class used to be. Okay, now the question we need to ask ourselves now is, what if I have like multiple, okay, let's say in this class we try to like get everybody's age. Now I can't start, it doesn't make sense. Let me say it doesn't make sense. Okay, let me say we have like 5 students, and I say let's set our x equals age, right? So anywhere you see x in this context is age. Anywhere you see x is age. So whenever I say x is age, okay. When I say x1, that means age of student 1, right? I say equals to 15. X2, age of students equals to 13. X3, age of students equals to 14. Ideally, this doesn't make sense when you have like a very big data. That's why we have something they call vectors. So vectors collect elements of same type. You know, we have different type of variables. We have qualitative and quantitative. So under qualitative, we have nominal, ordinal, ratio that follow some kind of scales, and under like quantitative, we have discrete variables and continuous variables, right? So it takes elements of same data type. So what you have to do is that since you are trying to like hold the age of students, you can just say age assignment. You assign this into value C. This C means combine or concatenate. I want you to like combine this set of values. Just think, if you are using spreadsheet and you have like a age column, can you see the way you are going to have the number of like age in the column, like in each row, like age of student 1, you have age of student 2 downward. This is how it works. But the way we program this is quite different from Excel. So you open brackets. Let's say age of student 1 is 15. Age of student 2 is 13. Age of student 3 is 14. Age of student 4 is 15. Right. Once you run this, it's going to appear here. So can you see? Once you it tells you that this is numerical values. These are numerical data, and it ranges from 1 to 4. That is, the maximum number of your observation here is 4. The minimum is 1. So can you try that at your hands? This C must be there, and it must be small letter C. It means combine. That is, you are combining this set of values. So can you try that and tell me what your result is? Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, so now I don't know if you guys have downloaded that R Lab 1, because this is the document we are using. We are like trying to like walk you through what happens in R. So I have vector 1 to be 26, 7, 4, 5, and 8. So I have already saved vector 1. I have vector 2 to be, okay, I need to like create a value for y. Y equals,
sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Okay.
Please, how do we get this lab 1 document? Because there are restrictions on the link shared in the chat.
Wow.
So I don't expect there to be a restriction, because you should just download it. When you click that link, you should just download. It should not ask you for. It should not ask you.
That's not what's happening. I already told you that the thing told me that it sent you a request, but you've not accepted it because I cannot even view or download this until you accept the request. Once I clicked on the link, it told me they've sent you a request for you to accept me so I can access the file. And I'm not the only one that has the same problem. Other people are also having the same issues. But you've not said anything here.
All right, so
But
I'm sharing with the people who have sent the request. The issue is that the request I'm getting is a request to edit the file, not a request to be able to view and download.
okay, Dr. Abiy, I think we have a solution. Can you just look into the chat box? Abdul Wahab Olajumoke posted a link. Can you just click on the link? Because I click right away and it's telling me to download.
Also,
the link posted the chat box. Yeah, we clicked on it. That's what it. So when I clicked on the link, it's saying.
No, I mean the link by
I
Olajumoke.
think access has been granted now. I can access it now.
Okay.
So
Okay, I've seen it now. It
let
has.
me repost the link. So
okay, I've downloaded it.
So now you should be able to open the R Markdown directly once you download it.
Yeah.
Okay. So can we move on? Is everybody good?
Yes, I think we are good, sir.
Okay.
So, please, sir, can you resend the links to the chat box, sir? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm trying to find the link. So okay, Olajumoke send the link. I sent the link, so you can just click on anyone. So
okay, yeah, I'll have it.
Okay.
So in my case, when I download, when I download, it doesn't open with R. It sends me to EndNote.
Okay, you can try to open as there is a way you open documents with. Try to explore that option, open with, or if you can share your screen, we can try to navigate how we can open it from R directly. So were you able to open it now?
Not yet. I'm trying to share my screen.
Okay. Let me stop sharing so that you can share. Yeah, so you can share.
Okay. So when I download it, can you see my screen?
Okay. Yeah, I can see your screen.
So I have RLab 1.
Okay.
So when I try to open it, it sends me to EndNote.
EndNote. Okay, can you close the EndNote, please? Okay. Can you is it right click? You can open with. Yeah, open with.
So open with R does not come as an option.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, can you close that? Okay, go to your RStudio. Yeah. Okay. Can you go to file? Open project. Open file. Just open file. So navigate to your download. So you can open the first one here. So let's see. So So you wait. Just click on install. Can you see it's showing like a kind of is it like warning? Just click on install. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so is that fine? Like, is everybody good? Oh, Debbie, can you speak? I'm listening to you.
Hi, yes, thank you. Going back to vectors now, I set up my vector for age, but it's giving me an error. It's highlighting the commas in between the different ages.
Can you share your screen?
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Right. So this is, are you seeing my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Oh,
so it's
can you
saying
see
there's an unexpected token. What's the issue?
Yeah, okay. Now I need to tell you something. I was saying that if you want to like create a vector, you need a C to tell R that I want you to combine this set of values.
Okay. So the C comes before the
before.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah, so
all right.
Can you run that now?
Okay, great. Thank you. I'll stop sharing.
Yeah. So so now we have okay, I have a Y value, right? So I have my vector 1 already. I've run that. You can see it at my environment space. So now I want my vector 2 to be like combination of 1, 3, and by Y value. Because I have already like set Y value to be 14, right? I understand whenever I like make reference to Y, automatically I understand that Y is 14 automatically. So when I try to like run that line of code, so it's create a new vector for me called like vector 2. You are going to see 1, 3, and 14. So now you can combine vectors. You can combine vectors. So when you combine vectors, you still use the C. That is, I want you to combine this vector 1 and vector 2. And funniest part about combining vector is that is the way you like set the vector. If vector 2 comes first, all the objects in vector 2 will come before vector 1. If vector 1 comes first, all the objects in vector 1 will come before vector 2. So we say vector 3 combine vector 1 and 2, right? So let's see all our vectors. Vector 1, what's the output of vector 1? We have 2, 7, 4, 5, and 8. What's vector 2? We have 1, 3, 14. What's vector 3? We have 26, 7, 4, 5, 8, 1, 3, and 14. You can still combine as many as possible vectors together. And something about vectors is that you can also do like arithmetic operation with vector, like trying to like see okay, if I multiply vector 2 if I multiply 2, maybe you notice the measuring age, the measure for the values in vector 1 is like the actual measure is like plus 2. So you can say, okay, 2 plus, let's say 2 plus vector 1. So automatically it's going to add 2 to all the, like, it's going to add 2 to every values in vector 1. If it's 2 times, you can use 2 multiplied by vector 1. It's going to multiply it. You can use 2 divided by, like, perform set of operation within vectors. You can also multiply, add vector 1 and vector 2 together. Vector 1 and 2 together. So, but here is the clause. Can you see that if we look at the size of observation is vector 1 and vector 2. If you notice, they are not equal. Vector 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? While vector 2 has 3 observations. So what is going to happen is that it's going to add So it's going to add 1 to this, which is going to give you 26. It's going to add 3 to this 7, which is going to give you 10. It's going to have 14 to this 4, which is going to give you 18. And we have something we call is it vector reuse or variable use. It's going to go back to this first object again and add it to 5. This 3 add it to 8. I don't know if you get. It's going to, like, after adding the them together first, it's going to reuse those values again to add up to the last observation in the vector. So that's how it works. So point to note, I say again, vectors save all elements of same data type. Okay, I know someone might be asking, oh, what if it's non-numerical kind of data and all this stuff like that? Okay, let's say my name, my whole name is Daniel. So difference between saving a character type of data, that is qualitative kind of data, and quantitative. Whenever you want to, like, save a qualitative type of data, you have to use these double quotes. You have to use these double quotes before passing the object. That is, this one means that my own name is what? Daniel. Okay, let's just say last name, right? It's the last name. Yeah. So last, and my first name is D. Let me just put D. D. So if I save these two, you can see my last name and my first name will appear at the environment. So these are qualitative type of data, right? These are like qualitative type of data. Let's see what happened if I say my third name. Let me just say my TH name is T. Let's see what happens. Can you see T not found? T not found because R does not recognize. If you want to, like, write character type of, you want to give qualitative, you want to give attribute to something, you do not put that double quote. R will never recognize it. Or else, if you have already, like, saved T into another thing. Okay, let me say my name is, like, my third name is my first name. R will recognize that because I've already saved my first name into an attribute. So I don't know if we understand that. So saving vectors of is still the same. Saving vectors of qualitative data is still the same as saving vectors of quantitative data. So let's say name of student, right? Let's say, so you use your C, which is you are combining or concatenating. C equals to D, C equals to T equals to B equals to Y. So once you like run this, you are going to see it's going to appear here, right? So I can now call out my name function by using name or using print name. So did we all get that? Okay, thank you. So now we can move to lists. So the difference between a vector and a list is that list can contain different kind of elements, like different kind data type within list. That's the funnest thing about list. List can contain character, it can contain qualitative, it can contain logical statements. So it can contain logical statements. So how do we create lists? So we create lists by, let's say, okay, lists, okay, let's just say list of data, right? Equals lists. That's list argument, right? List arguments. So I want all these objects in this list. And just so can you see that when I was putting objects, I just specify red, green, right? This is a vector. I'm telling list that I want a vector in list. So this is a vector, right? I created a vector within list. This is a logical statement. True. I created it within list. And this is kind of continuous value. Yeah. I created them within list. So let's run this list and see what happens when you have a list value list data. So you are going to see what it's going to do. Like if you check our existing vector, right? When I said print name, right, it shows them in a single row. That's Daniel D T B U, right? But when you check at this list, you can see it shows them in like forms. It shows that the first object in the list is red. The second object in the list is green. The third object in the list is vector. This is the vector. It shows you that the fourth object in the list is logical statement, which is true. The fifth object in the list is a numeric kind of data, which is continuous in nature, 51.23, and this as well. So that's how to create list. And you can like combine list two as well, the way we've combined vectors. So we create list of numbers 1 to 3, and we create list of weekdays, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, right? So we use the function, that's C, concatenate. We try to like combine them, like merge list, assign it to concatenating list 1 and 2 together, combining list 1 and 2 together. So once you print your merge list, you are going to have them separately. So are you see? So is there any question? Just in case you have a question, you can just mute your mic, because I might not be able to see what's going on in the chat box. I might not be able to see that. So yeah, so let me check. Okay, we are all good. So that's our list. That's our list work. So
I have a question, Daniel.
Okay.
Going back to names and the list of characters, can you show me the command again that you use to merge the names, first name, last name?
Okay, I use just C.
Right.
Yeah. Can you see?
Okay, so you use the vector.
Yeah, I
Okay,
use the
so it's a
vector
C.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
C. Yeah.
Okay.
Vectors.
Got it. All right.
So
thank you.
So we have factor. So think of a factor data type as categorical variable. Yeah, they are categorical variable. Let me just say they are like gender, which is male or female. So what factor does is that the difference between factors and let me just say ordinary categorical variable is factors, because categorical variable can be in form of yes or no, I am male, female. But when it comes to factor has levels. Okay, it has levels. When it comes to temperature now, it's either you are cold, warm, or hot. So there are hierarchies to that. Before you can get cold, before you can get warm, you must be very like from cold you transition to warm, from warm you transition to hot. There are actually differences between the categories. Let's use medical term. When it comes to like cancer, they have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Before someone can progress to like stage 2, the person must first be at stage 1, right? So from stage 1, the patient will progress to stage 2. From stage 2, is going to progress to stage 3. So there is difference between the categories. So now, when you want to have like a kind of factor data, now we are trying to like factor sex, right? We want to like factor sex character into. So we use this is like creating. It's just like creating a. Okay, let's try this first. Let's say gender. Use gender. Okay, factor, right? So I open bracket. I now use combine. What did I want to combine? I want to combine vectors. I'm combining vectors. These are vectors. So I want to combine these vectors. But the difference between this combination and the previous combination is that we are telling R that this is a factor type. This is a factor data. We want you to consider this data as factor. There are actual differences between male and female. That's what we are telling R. So once we run this and oh sorry. Okay. Yeah, right, yeah. So once we run this and you check levels of your gender, we are going to see that you have two levels. You have female and you have male. You have female and you have male. You can there are some set of arguments that you can pass in factors. So there are set of arguments you can pass in factors. Let's try to like explore that. Let's see what set of arguments you can pass. In fact, okay, you can create a levels. You can create levels yourself. Okay, let me say when I was trying to like pass this one, I said, oh, set levels. See, I want the level to be like male first. Just take note of something, and female second, right? I hope this works. Oh, sorry, I see the mistake now. I see the error. It's common. So now, if we check the level of gender, can you see switch? Formerly, it was male for female first and male second, right? But now it's now male first, female second. Why it brings male first, female first before is that when you look at alphabetical order, F come before M. That was why you used that before. But when you set them to actually to your own level, the level you are wanting them to be, like I want it to male should be the first level and female to be the second level, it's going to change it automatically. That was how it changes it. It's just like you have a vector, then the vectors are factor type of data. There are actual differences between the two. Then you like try to like treat them as factor. That's why you are wrapping them around factors. So and whenever you need help on functions, like maybe I was trying to like work with a function, I use question mark factors, right? To see question mark factors. It's going to display in this because I was talking about the help region when we started, the help interface when we started. So it's going to tell you what function does, the description of function, how to use function, the set of arguments that function takes. So this was why I was able to like remember that, oh, functions takes level. I know it takes level, but no, you can see how it's being used, how the stuff is being used. It's going to give you like an example to at the end of the whole description. So you just question mark and that function. So
Daniel, so how do you get the definition under factor in the source window?
Just put question. Just put question.
Not that one at the top where you have 4 hashes factor, and then under you have think of a factor as a categorical variable.
Okay. Now, well, I think we have that behind. These are like we are giving this document headers. They call it headings. So we have the first headings, we have the second. It's just like topic, subtopic, one, other subtopic. If you have like subtopic again, you are going to have like a title header, right? Subtopic. Those are this hash. So when you like use first hash, that's like when you use the first hash, that's like the major header, like the topic of the broad topic of the day. When you use 2, that's like a second header, like it's smaller in size. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Once this hash makes the subtopic to be like how would I put it? Gives sizes to like the sections. So now this hash, what this hash is going to do is different from what 3 hash is going to do. It's different from what 2 hashes is going to do. It's just like giving titles or topics, subtopics to a particular section. So this section is what are they calling it? Is factors. That was why we give that for hashes, and we put factors. If you run this particular R markdown, you are going to see the way you're going to title it. Let me try to like share one. Okay. let me use this as example. Okay, aim, coming so that you can see aim, aim, aim. This time coming. Let's see if it runs real quick. Pending the time that it loads. I know I know it's going to take time. I thought as much. Yeah. So pending the time, you are going to see how it's display once it loads. Okay, can you see? This is the first header, right? Can you see? This is the first header. Can you see that it's more bigger, like bigger and bold than the second header? This is second header. This is more like more small. It's like it reduced the size and the font. It reduced them. Coming, I think I need to put a space between. I need to put spaces between them so that you can see the actual difference. Because, let me run this document again.
Daniel, so follow-up question.
Okay.
The explanation where it says think of a factor as a categorical variable, did you type that or that was generated by R?
No, you type that.
Okay. So that was actually my question because I'm doing the same thing and I wasn't seeing that, so I was a little confused. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. Do you see all those inline text? This
Yes.
R Markdown was used to generate these documents, all this document like this. So they are inline text like, oh, like I'm trying to like introduce my aim of the objective, aim of the study, and all this kind of stuff like that, objective of the study, like that. I don't know if you get it's just like inline text. That was why we recommended you using R Markdown, so that maybe when you need your document as PDF as Word, it will be easy for you to submit your report.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Very clear now.
So so now we can check the number of levels in the of levels in the sex. Okay, I've not run this sex stuff. So the number of levels is going to tell you we have 2 levels, which is male and female. So Yusuf, I'm listening to you.
Yes, when you wanted to give the levels, you used equal to. Like I want to ask, can we use the assignment operator?
Thank you. That's a very sensitive question. You cannot use the assignment operator because that is like it's inline function. Like those are like set of commands. Whenever you open a bracket, okay, now let me see. You assign a variable, like, and you are now using a function that takes some set of arguments, right? You cannot use assignment operator any longer. Anything you'll be using in that bracket is equals to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get that.
So you are going to see the practical application of that when we get to data frames. So now we are now in data frames, right? So data frame is like data frame is in R. Just think of your Excel or your table that has like row and column. You know, you have row and column. It makes it easy to like combine multiple vectors, yeah, into a single unit. So from there you can manipulate your data from there easily. So now let's try something. We have the function called letters. Let me run only this letter without saving it into L3, right? So okay, let me just run letters alone. Letters in letters are A, B, C to Z, right? So when we specify 1:3, that is, I want the first 10, the first 3 letters, alphabets. That's automatically is going to give you A to C. It's going to give you A to C, right? So we save them into L3, right? So we try to like write a sample function that we are trying to like sample from. We want to like do a kind of sampling within the 3 objects in the 3 alphabets, and we want a sample size of 10, and we want it to like come out with replacements. That is, you can have A multiple times, you can have B multiple times. That was why we use sample. We use the word sample, right? So that was why we use sample. This is so okay. Let me run this. Then run this. So I just run the code alone. So you are going to have like, can you see C, B, B? If we set this replacement to be false, then it's not going to repeat any of the data item. It's not going to repeat A twice. It's not going to repeat C twice. It will just be once. But we want it to like replace the object so that we can get what we are looking for. That was why we set it to be 3. What we do is that we sample that which we select around from the population from ABC. We select them 10. We are selecting 10 observation, right? So we select from those 3 and we replace it. You know, those 3 objects are not up to 10. So setting replacement to be equals to makes it to like, once you pick the first 3, it go back, pick the second 3, go back, pick the third till you get to 10. So how we do that is that we use a function called sample. So with L3, this L3 is the name of your letters that you've saved. That is the first 3 letters, right? Comma, how many samples do you want? We said we want 10. That's why we are seeing 10 here. I think it takes size, right? Come. Size. I think it should be size. Let's see. Yeah, size. This is size. How many size do you want? Size equals 10. So how many times do you want them to replace to like come out? How many multiple times? So we send replacement to be equals to, when you are doing sampling, is that you do it with replacement or without replacement? With replacement has equal chance of being selected multiple times. Why without replacement you can only be selected once? If I set this to be false, we might have issues because the issues we are going to have is that these letters are not up to the number of letters that I want, the number of size I want. We only have ABC, which is 3, and we want to sample 10, right? So these are not up to 10. So we are going to have problem. That was why we set it to be true. So you can use this true, or you can use only T. T stands for truth, capital letter T. So then we come down to come and create a data frame, name B. So we set X equals 1 and Y equals 1 to 10, right? Then our factor to be this sample.
So sorry for butting in, Daniel. Can I suggest that we wrap up here, maybe do a quick recap? We're now past 2 hours. We can continue from here next week.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think we'll be able. We can use the opportunity from next week to do a quick recap, and then move on from there. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's fine. That's good. That's
yeah.
good.
Okay. All right.
So, okay. Before we call it a day, do you have any question, any challenges? Okay, Yusuf, I can listen to you.
Yeah, thank you so much for the class, Daniel. I want to ask, like, the notes you are using, are we going to get it, or do you have it on the Google Classroom?
It's the R Lab 1. The link was shared in the Google Classroom. It was shared before the start of the program. I think everybody have access to that, and we even share the link in the chat box.
Thank
So
you.
I think
yes, I've seen it. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So that's
Daniel,
it.
my
Yes.
question is, would you recommend that we use a second screen? Because flipping between what you are doing and trying to do the same work on R is difficult. So would you suggest that we use a second monitor if we have access to one? Or is that not necessary? In other words, are we meant to be actually doing the work along with you as you're teaching, or are we supposed to be just listening and following? Because if I try to do the exercises as you are doing them, then I'm flipping between several screens on my laptop, which makes it difficult. So I was just wondering.
Oh, okay. That's why we have like a prescribed document. We have like the R document, the R Markdown document. What you just have to just do is that you have to listen and run the code at your hands. Try to like understand the code, like the functions. I don't know if you understand the functions and you try to run it, it gets sticker to you get hand of it very well, rather than trying to like flip between screen because you might get distracted. So, Dr. Abi, you were about to say something.
No, I was just about to say that, yeah, if you have multiple screens, whatever helps you, but the goal is for you to run it yourself. And so that way, if you run into any challenges, you can quickly speak up and we might be able to help you with it in a class. So if you have multiple screens, absolutely, yes.
So anyone else?
Please, could you resend the link to the lab one, the R lab one you mentioned to the chat? Thank you.
I'm trying to
So
get that.
so can I say that actually go to Google Classroom and look around Google Classroom for each of these. The R lab one is in Google Classroom, because the chat is going to close now and you will not have access to it again. And so you should go to Google Classroom where we have all the materials. They're loaded for the classes, and for future classes are going to come up as well. So my recommendation is that spend time in Google Classroom, make yourself familiar with it. And because there's going to be multiple things you will need to do, we will not be able to be uploading data sets. We're going to be using data sets soon, and they're all going to be in Google Classroom. So make yourself comfortable in Google Classroom. That's how you're going to get the most out of this class.
Okay, so anyone else? So I think see you next week in class. Thanks for attending this section. I know it's a whole lot of, it's going to the beginning is very difficult, trying to get yourself familiar with R, and most people
Sorry, I have a
without
question
getting it.
about the Google Classroom. How do we access the classroom? Because I think the only thing I have is the link to attend the class, but I don't know the materials for those other things. I don't know where I'm going to find them. Like you're talking about data sets or something.
Yeah. Once you open Google Classroom, you are going to see the list of I think the items, the files that was shared among everybody in the Google Classroom. Once you just open the Google Classroom, you are going to see every stuff like that. Links to data sets, links to the R lab that we are using, and like videos. I think videos for each section too were shared.
I don't think that was shared to me.
Classroom?
Yeah, but I don't think they shared it to me because when I saw it, like I only got what I got was the link to download the RStudio. But after that, I haven't. I've been hearing of this Google Classroom, and then I got the link to the classroom to attend this class. But other than that, all these other things you're talking about, I can't find them.
All right. So in Google Classroom, there's stream, there's classwork, right? And there's grade. So if you look in Google Classroom, you will look for what is stream and classwork. So you have to click on classwork. In classwork is where you will find all the material. And if you're having trouble there, bring the conversation to Google Classroom. We can have conversations outside of class in Google Classroom, and someone can help guide you as to where to find it. We should not be doing all of that on Google Meet here. So if you have access to Google Classroom and you have not found it, post on Google Classroom, and someone, either one of the participants or one of the team, will help you find. But all the material is in Google Classroom. It's for everybody. We're not posting by individual. It automatically populates. Okay. All right. So let's continue the conversation on Google Classroom, please.
So is there a code for joining the Google Classroom? Because it's asking me for a code.
There is no code. if you had access, if you check the email, there's a code, but you have to get that code from your email. The email that
I mean the
sent
email,
to
but
invite you
I
to the
can't
class.
find. Yeah, but like I mean the email. Like I have the email, but I just cannot find the class. How to? Not sure. Which one?
Okay. If you're having trouble with Google Classroom, send an email to reply to that email, and somebody will help you. Okay.
No, that's what I'm